Hi everyone, my name is Eddy M. Gana Jr. Just call me Eddy. My gender pronouns are they, them, he, him, and I'm a mental health counselor of SIPA, or Search to Involve Filipino Americans. We are a nonprofit based in historic Filipino town Los Angeles, founded in 1972. Our mission is to empower and enrich generations of Filipino Americans and others by providing health and human services, community economic development, arts and culture, and a place where people of all backgrounds can come together to strengthen community. Now, speaking about health and human services, I oversee our mental health outreach program, broken down into 4 parts. The first part, psychosocial assessments and referrals. So I'm able to provide comprehensive assessments, see what your needs are, and then facilitate community linkages. So if you're interested in support groups, interested in parenting workshops, perhaps mindfulness workshops, maybe substance abuse and domestic violence programs, able to assist you with navigating the system. So number 2, second part of our program, is our mental health first aid trainings. So this here is a curriculum provided by National Council for Behavioral Health, founded in Australia, believe it or not, and now is being taught here in the States. And so I am a certified instructor in the youth and adult mental health first aid. So with this, it's not about diagnosing a person, it's about recognizing the signs and symptoms of a mental health disorder and to ensure the safety of an individual. Now that can be a parent, that can be your grandfather, it could be a friend, a coworker, a fellow educator, a student. And so in all the ways we're able to look at mental health, destigmatize mental health, and ensure the safety of each other. We already have CPR, talk about physical health. Now how about mental health first aid, mental health? Now the third part of our program is our educational presentations. So with this, providing more of a psycho-educational type of approach in talking about what is self-care, what is community care, how are the two synonymous, how does it affect one's wholeness, looking at it with a holistic point of view, exploring mindfulness, exploring and using deep breathing exercises, communication skills, using I statements as opposed to using more blaming language, how to navigate and maintain one's boundaries when perhaps talking about mental health, when talking about trauma, asking that trauma-informed question, what happened? Using active listening skills, reviewing those, coming from a place of understanding and empathy rather and not of judgment. So being more non-judgmental, being open to what the needs are of your folks, what the needs are of yourself, of your community. Now the fourth part of our program is in-home outreach counseling. So this here is a countywide program in partnership with DCFS. And so I'm able to assist families with navigating the system, which have notions of trauma, of disarray, conflict within the home. And so pre-pandemic was able to visit families' homes and provide these services in-home. And now during the pandemic that we are surviving now, and we are processing day by day, we're able to provide telehealth services. So this is all by remote. This is through online means, and everything is confidential. This here is a 3 to 6 month long program. And so with family preservation, with in-home outreach counseling, it's all about strengths-based, and starting with where the family is at, helping them navigate then to become independent, thriving, striving out in the community once the services are completed and their goals are reached. So that there concludes our 4-parter of our program, and would like to invite folks to learn more about what we have to offer at SIPA, and you can follow us at facebook.com/SIPA Cares, because we do have a webinar series. It was in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month and Asian Pacific American Heritage Month in May. It was entitled Wellness Wednesdays. So the intention of this webinar series was to destigmatize mental health. So I invited mental health professionals as well as wellness practitioners to share their skills, to have a conversation centered about depression, anxiety, and trauma, how to talk about wellness or not feeling well, that it is okay to not feel okay, and it's okay to ask for help. And so I'll show you a couple of clips from our Wellness Wednesdays, so please enjoy.
I remember the first time that I introduced myself as a member of the Mental Health Commission. I was a volunteer for a long time, and then later on I was an employee. But whenever I use the word mental in the Filipino community, some people giggle, quietly laugh. And because it is something among us Filipinos that we laugh at people with mental illness, and it becomes a joke. And that joking is really a part of stigma. And as a result of that, if we have a condition that will make us look like we are a mental case, we try to keep it to ourselves. And if we are a member of a family, it is also our families that will try to keep it secret. And so as a result of that, here in America, people do not get the help from resources that are free or that are available to immigrants. And so what do we do to stop that? It is difficult. For one thing, we have to keep on talking about mental health. And mental health, not necessarily mental illness. And mental health means our own well-being, our thinking, our physical well-being, our social well-being, our educational well-being. It's an all in all of us, all parts of us should be good. And that is mental health.
I identify as a feminist therapist, so I believe you can't remove the social and systemic context from an individual situation. So I'm really more interested in the interaction of self-care and community care. And in mental health, we always talk about that oxygen mask principle, where you need to put that gas mask on yourself before you put it on the person beside you, or you'll both pass out when oxygen is low on the plane. So it's important to do your self-care before you can focus on community care. And for me, that's a given. But have we considered the role of community care in ensuring that everyone can have self-care?
My primary thing that I've been sharing with my clients is to stay focused on the present. A lot of people are very past focused, grieving, understandably, the life that they used to have, the support they used to have. And those kinds of past focused thoughts tend to bring about sadness and, depressive symptoms. Whereas focusing too much on the future, trying to predict it, trying to focus on creating plan A through Z to double Z, for what's going to happen in the future when everything is changing day to day. It's so overwhelming, and it takes a lot of energy to plan ahead for that. So one of the things I've been doing is to ask people, just really focus on the present. If you must go into the future, go out a week ahead, because the world keeps changing with its news every day. And to try to keep arranging for that is just impossible. So today and tomorrow, it's manageable, it's focused on the present, and you can actually be in control of that, whereas you can't change the past and you can't control the future.
So what is emotional wellness? So it's the ability to cope effectively with life and build satisfying relationship with others. That means you're able to handle through work or life challenges, and you're resilient, and you're able to overcome setbacks, and really have that supportive relationships for you. And also part of emotional wellness is the ability to control your feelings, thoughts, and behaviors. When you're feeling sad, when you're feeling angry, you're able to control that behavior. And also keep in mind that being emotionally healthy does not mean that you're happy all the time. It just means that you're aware of your emotions, that you really acknowledge your emotions. Like, I'm feeling sad right now, or I'm feeling angry, but you're able to deal with it. Okay.
And so how appropriate is it right now to be creating your own power mandala in the time of quarantine, in the time of COVID, where people feel a lot of despair, are grieving, are depressed, anxiety, and to be reassured that this isn't going to last long either. This is not permanent. Life is ever shifting, changing, and we have to go with the flow. And so the mandala also teaches you to flow with the energy of life.
What we're gonna do here is we shake it out, loosen it up. We're gonna go from top and then down to the torso, and then we're gonna end our practice. Super easy stretch break, all right? So let's go ahead and look over our right shoulder just to stretch out the side of your neck. Then let's switch sides. You got it. All right, let's go right to left a few times here, nice and easy. And just like Leah guided us earlier, don't forget to connect to your breath. That is the most important part of the practice. Don't worry about the postures. Don't worry about all the other stuff. As long as you're breathing, you're doing the right thing. All right, come to center. Let's go ahead and look up and down now. So we gaze up to the sky to open up the throat, and then bring the chin down to stretch out the nape of your neck. That's the back of your neck there. You got it. Let's go ahead and do this a few times. So chin up, gaze up to the sky, and then look down. Bring those shoulders back. Perfect. Let's do this just a few times. Nice and easy here. Awesome, guys. Perfect. All right, come back to center. We're gonna turn our arms into a little robot here. You can make little fists if you like, and then let's rotate our shoulders in the backside. So hug those shoulder blades together so they can expand the chest. So I know most of us are desk warriors or we're on the phone all the time. So we want to really build those muscles over there in the backside, so the rhomboids, and hug those shoulder blades together and open up the chest, right? So if we're hunching forward all the time, we need to stretch out the front side, which is your chest. Perfect. Good. All right, let's reverse that. So shoulder shrugs to the front side. Again, these are faster movements than you typically would do in a yoga class, especially mine. But again, this is just a stretch break. So just an element of yoga here. We're focusing on the movement. All right, let it go, release.
What we'll do in this guided meditation in really grounding ourselves is we're going to tap into our inhale. So go ahead and take a nice big inhale and slow exhale out the nose, really calling our bodies to be present. So this mantra that we'll be singing, we're going to be singing it together, goes like this, and feel free to hop in whenever you're ready. We are safe, guided, protected in love. 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 I am safe, guided, protected in love. I am safe, guided, protected in love.
Welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed those clips of our Wellness Wednesdays. To watch the full sessions, visit our Facebook, listed under videos, and then the playlist is called Wellness Wednesdays. Now, let's stay connected. This is the first time that we've met digitally, but hopefully it will not be the last. You can visit our website, sipacares.org. Our email is hello@sipacares.org. And social media, Instagram, it is @sipacares. Oh, and how could I forget? Our phone number, so you can call us, is 213-382-1819. Again, it is 213-382-1819. Feel free to give a call, send a DM, visit website, send an email, reach out. My name is Eddy. Love to meet with you all, build with you all. And yes, in the spirit of kapwa, of togetherness, thank you to Pistahan for having SIPA. Looking forward to future collaborations. And for everyone tuning in, appreciate each and every one of you. Let's continue to destigmatize mental health and ensure the safety of each other. So, as we always say at SIPA, makita tayo sa SIPA. See you later, y'all. Signing out.